go. Well, okay.
All right, everybody. We are talking about booster seats, but we are going to interrupt our conversation about that to tell you this is the main viewer. It's time to sit back, relax, and let us bring the Star Trek and sci-fi news to you. And by news, we mean, you know, the stuff that's kind of around that we like. A lot of it's on Twitter, because Twitter that's like a circus. It's so much fun. We are going to be talking about today the new Star Trek Prodigy game called Supernova. We're going to be going over details on Star Trek 4, the fourth movie. They keep calling it the fourth movie. I still want to just call it Star Trek 14. Can we just simplify things? It's so very confusing. But they keep calling it Star Trek 4, so then I feel like I'm confusing other people by calling it Star Trek 14. I don't know. Also, there's mention of Star Trek Discovery's shift in tone. What does that mean? Well, we're going to talk about it, probably. And so much more, you guys. We have way more things to talk about. Today, we've got the Seventh Rule shirt being sported by Melissa Longo. Look at that. Wow. It is a J.J. Lendl creation.
Woohoo! Yay! The Seventh Rule. We love you. Oh.
And it's got a self-sealing stem bolt right next to the 7.
Sure does.
And on the back,
there.
but you don't have to.
Yeah.
We also have Dr. Muhammad Noor that, fun fact, is made up 75% of self-sealing stem bolts.
I am indeed. Oh. Always a pleasure to be on the Seventh Rule and stem bolting.
Well,
That's a fun fact.
The rest
And the main viewer.
Oh, sorry, main viewer. You're right.
We
Gosh.
finally got you, Muhammad. We've been trying for a year to catch you on
you got
saying
me,
the
that's
wrong
right.
thing. Anne Marie is also here somewhere on the East Coast. She's kind of bouncing around Connecticut. She is, everybody knows, the walking exclamation point and resident web crawler. Just ask her. My name is Ryan T. Husk, and my parents are visiting from out of town. They'll be arriving any minute. Who knows? They might even just poke their head in here. I don't know what's going to happen.
That would be awesome.
That would be awesome.
I've left the door unlocked, so hopefully they'll show themselves in and rummage through the refrigerator or something till I'm done.
What are their names?
Randall and Marie-Christine.
Still Husk too for both.
Yeah. Yeah, they have a lot of middle names too and stuff. Anyway, I hope they don't poke their heads in, because then I won't know what they won't be able to hear you guys. They don't have
well, we can wave.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see. Anyway, let's talk about Star Trek, you guys, because first and foremost, there's Twitter and the world and the galaxy are all abuzz about this new Star Trek Prodigy game. Anne-Marie, you were saying earlier.
A buzz. So this is okay. Do you want me to talk about like what has really caught my attention on this? I know like last week we talked about it a little bit and how there were mentions that it might be a tie-in to between episode 10 and 11, like numbering all the episodes from 1 to 20 for season 1 total. But then I was in the Seventh Rule group and Faith Kim put in a post about how amazing the game is and playing it right now, which led to a slew of comments from everybody agreeing that it's just like a wonderful game. And I'm really seeing that everywhere. But what really caught my eye are these screen grabs of, I guess, maybe it's Doll's captain's quarters.
Well, let's pull them up, shall we?
Yes, I'm so excited about this.
Check this out, everybody. So Faith Kim, aka Faith Howell, says, I hope these screenshots don't count as spoilers. I literally just started the game, so anyone who downloads can see this as soon as you get in. But just in case, I'll put them. Oh, wait, are we doing spoilers? Okay.
No.
A couple of screenshots from the new Nintendo Prodigy game. Also, actual voices. Wow, that's awesome. I'm so happy.
So cool.
And the quality looks just like the show. I'm just starting, but I'm so impressed. Here's one of them.
It's so cool.
These are so
Look at
awesome.
this right here. Look at
Deep
this.
Space Nine.
Wow.
Deep Space Nine.
Yeah.
Yay.
I'm assuming you don't have to play it on a Nintendo.
Wow.
So that's a
So-
really fun one, but she
Oh,
calls
yeah.
attention to this one that's on the bed and does some more close-ups of it. And I want to know what people think it is.
yeah, let's find out.
But
Can't
we
see
need
it.
live chat's help for this.
Mhm.
Yeah. Because she thinks that we are smarter than we are. She's like,
I'm
this is
like-
obviously the thing,
Yeah.
right? And we're like, what thing is she
Uh-huh.
talking
I know.
I love
Okay.
Aaron's comment in the chat.
Oh.
Doll loves his tacky fascist Cardassian eyesore.
Yeah.
about? Yes.
That looks
Awesome.
like Janeway's disruptor.
No, you know what I think this is? This looks like the Phoenix.
Okay, but I'm
Oh,
talking
really?
about what's on the pillow.
Yeah, the Phoenix, the very
Oh,
first
it does.
warp-capable ship coming from Earth, right? Is that from
Oh,
Cochrane's
right.
Phoenix?
Is that from Cochrane?
I
Yeah.
think that's what it is.
Okay, ship nerd.
Right.
Ship nerd. It looks like that's what it is. I think it is.
But it
This I
looks
still
like the
can't tell.
phaser rifle on my Janeway shirt from
Could
the
be.
Voyager dock.
Maybe the rifle was modeled after the Phoenix.
Oh, could be.
Hopefully Faith is in the live chat and she could tell
She
us.
is.
Oh, good. But let's look at this
Oh,
third picture.
Wait, she said the red angel wings for that other huge thing. That's awesome.
She did come
Oh,
from the Phoenix too.
And she
I
did-
see.
Say she thinks it's the Phoenix.
That's
Oh, cool.
cool.
Makes sense.
Okay. And then this third item up for bid is on the bed. I cannot
Wait,
tell
Aaron
what
Welke
that
said-
is.
Doll is also a fan of Bozeman, Montana memorabilia.
Nice.
Is that a front
Oh.
view of a Ferengi ship? I don't know. I'm just trying to think.
Oh, it
looks
almost
like a
looks like a
tree.
A
marauder.
marauder?
Yeah, I thought it looked kind of like a
Oh,
tree,
it's like
but
from Broadway Lion King.
Yeah, it's hard to tell.
this is a better shot of,
Wait,
of
Is
DS9.
it
Look at
Kosh
this.
from
Yeah.
Babylon 5?
Doubt it.
Isn't that gorgeous? I just
Yeah.
love that
I
so
love the
much.
Deep Space Nine.
I mean,
yeah.
What?
look at his little boots on the floor. I
But
love
he-
that.
Okay, wait.
He
Let's
was-
also get a better look at the
He was
So-
raised by a Ferengi too.
Oh, it's true.
Yeah, you know what? This could be the Red Angel wings. You're right. Look at that.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That was
Off
what
the
Faith
side.
said. Yeah.
Such a good
Yeah.
eye.
Very nice.
That would work because it's after season 2 of Discovery, so that would work.
Ooh.
Okay. So I think
Oh my
oh,
gosh.
oh,
Faith says we think
Oh
the thing on
gosh.
the bed is a salamander ... if you know what I mean.
Gosh.
Okay, go back.
Oh my
Oh
gosh.
my gosh.
Where'd it go?
Wow.
That would be
Oh my
insane.
goodness.
wait.
Oh my gosh. If that's the case, I need at some point a reaction shot of
I
even
don't-
of a Janeway.
I don't think so. I hope it is, but you guys, what do you think?
Oh,
It'd be
it's
so
so
fun
hard
if it
to
was.
tell.
Yeah, it's really hard to tell.
All right. Well, what I'm gonna do
I think she had
is-
another shot of it in the Facebook group. There was like from a different angle, an enlarged one.
no, you know what I'm gonna do?
Okay, what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna
Computer
I just took a
enhance.
screen.
Are you gonna
Yeah,
take a
that's
pi-
what I'm doing. I'm doing
Yeah,
a
but that she
computer
already did it,
enhance.
but from a different angle too.
Okay, fine. We'll look at that then.
Wish I could do that with my
Um,
old
Computer enhance.
digital pictures. Computer enhance.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna open.
Mona Maya said, "Show us the salamander."
Oh, Aaron says the
Uh,
Red Angel wings were reclassified as a postmodern art exhibit in the 2380s.
Oh,
Wow.
I like that. That's
Oh, I love
fun.
that.
Pretty awesome.
Okay, so you say that there's another picture. Oh yeah, you're right. Here we go. Oh, I don't know.
The bed.
I like that I give reactions before I show you guys.
I
I'm like
know,
such a
it's
spoiler.
like, Come on. What is it? It
Mm.
looks like a turtle.
I don't
Well,
know
at
what's
first
that.
I was
Dwarf's
like-
head. Oh wait,
Well-
no, look, it has the antennae right here
Oh.
that are kind of like what the salamander guys have.
But it's hollow in the middle.
See, at
Maybe
first
it
I was
just
like, if
changes
it's like
with
a
the
cameo,
angles.
like a Victorian style cameo in the middle.
It's got a tail. A
That's
tail,
what I thought
legs.
was the turtle head.
Looks almost like
Yeah,
a
I don't
I
beetle
know.
guess
in some
that's
way.
antennae. Yeah. Or
Thought
some
it was
kind of
a silhouette of
ancient
a person.
crustacean.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, is this like what do you call those ink tests?
Yeah, Rorschach.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
Rorschach.
It just
Yeah.
reveals more about us
what
than
you
the
see
actual
in
image.
Prodigy video games says a lot about you.
Sounds like
Yeah.
a tick.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That too.
Melissa thinks it's a turtle. I think it's I could go with the salamander catfish guy. Anne
Well, that would
Marie
make
thinks
sense.
it's
Like
a
if he's
bar.
on a bed, like maybe he's snuggling with it. Well,
Aw. He
Giant
loves the
tick.
salamanders.
this is amazing.
Well, everybody in the live chat watching right now, or at least was watching, I don't know if he still is Aaron Waltke here, who's producer and writer.
Or is he being suspiciously quiet?
Yeah, suddenly he's on Prodigy. Oh, there he is. Yeah, the Red Angel wings were reclassified as a postmodern art exhibit in the 2380s. By the way, welcome to the show, Aaron. We appreciate you joining in the fun and being suspiciously quiet when we're trying to figure this thing out.
Faith Hell's comment is really funny.
Oh my gosh. Look at BL's comment. I like, oh yeah.
Ooh.
But
Oh, that's
I like
funny.
the
Wayner-
idea of doll
Wayner
being
says-
a grown up threshold kid because
Yeah.
we still don't know what doll is.
Wayner says it's a bed bug.
Yeah.
There you
that's
go.
funny.
Oh,
Close with the
my
giant tick.
gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So by the way, everybody, hello, BL. Hello, War Dog Heim. Hello, Mona, Faith, Chuck A, Linda, Fran. Hello, we see you. Chuck A already said, but hey, the guy's so nice. We named him twice. He's been active on Twitter lately. David Gregory, Glenn Iverson, Kimber Spores is hanging out as well. Hello to all of you. All right. Just Rosie's popping in as well. A whole lot of Just Rosie. It's an AC/DC reference.
And I'm just going to remind everybody that Dr. Muhammad Noor is working on Prodigy as a science consultant. So sometimes he's suspiciously quiet too.
And a couple of little things, just be clear.
Yeah.
It's not, I mean, Dr. Aaron McDonald is the science advisor.
He
I just had a
wrote
couple
the
little
entire
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
second
Not even
season,
close.
That's
you
actually what
guys.
I heard.
He was firing people.
I heard.
Please give
Not
me
even
my
close.
coffee.
A couple of little tiny things that
Yeah.
have yet to come out.
Oh, yeah. Aaron Walke says, ha ha ha. I honestly have no idea what that one is. I'm going with species 8472's attempt to create a Defiant class ship out of organic material.
Okay, that's actually a brilliant guess.
It's awesome. Because it is kind of Defiant shaped.
Totally.
Yeah.
Mhm. Okay, that's interesting. So Faith says, wait, this is currently Dal's room, but it's actually technically Chakotay's room. Is this the
Oh.
closest poor C could get to JC? Oh, Chakotay. Don't
This
laugh
game
at
just gets better
Chakotay.
and better. But are there any bathtubs in the room?
Well, if they
Oh
could
my
replicate
gosh.
one.
This is
True.
amazing.
I still think they just beam the pee out of their bodies. Oh,
Wow.
okay, I'm good.
But we've never actually seen waste extraction. So
Beam the
anything's
stream.
possible.
Beam the stream.
That's what they do in the future. So War Dog says ACDC is the fount of wisdom. So everybody in the live chat, give us your favorite ACDC song of all time. If you don't like ACDC or you don't know any other songs, just say no comment.
Just say Back in Black.
Yeah. How does it go, Muhammad?
I'm not going to sing it.
Melissa almost did. She went like this. When I said, how's it go? She went like she was about to, and she's like, I better not.
Oh,
Watch,
also,
go back on the tape, you guys. She did.
Also, John Lutton is in the chat, who is on the board for To Proudly Go. And they've just announced
Woo.
that they're going to be Prodigy drag queen viewing parties every Saturday in New York at Barracuda
Awesome.
Bar.
That's
John
so
Lutton, you'll be
fun.
glad
Yeah.
to know that last week, I believe it was last week, I
Yes.
was wearing your shirt, the To Proudly Go shirt, and I wore it.
And you wore it
proudly.
well.
Yes, and I wore it well. Okay.
Yeah.
Since Aaron is here and he's gonna run off soon to go off to dinner, he's just probably cooking scallops and grilled cheese right now while he listens to us. But we actually had a couple other things pulled up from Aaron's fantastically active Twitter account. One is this one right here. Everybody go follow Aaron on Twitter. He is at Good Aaron. Check this out. He says, over here waiting for the new episodes of Star Trek Prodigy to drop October 27th on Paramount Plus, and it's got a purple Kirk, obviously the animated series, saying, beam me up, Murph.
Yeah. So my nephew is currently sleeping with the Murph that I got him at New York Comic Con in his crib.
Oh.
And before he went to bed, he demanded to see one of the other Murph gifts that are out there, him flying through space. I'm like, yes, we've converted another one. Love it.
You guys, are we going to have another battle about GIFs versus GIFs?
I don't know which it is still. Is it GIFs? Is it GIFs? I don't know.
I
think
never
it
knew.
I think it should be GIF because it's graphic is what that G stands for. But then when Anne Marie says GIF, it feels weird to me. So I must say GIF.
I think the creator of it said GIF, but I mean,
Okay.
I don't know why that person gets to pick. I mean, everybody else uses it. So.
It's like Star Trek, whoever says it on screen first.
Yeah.
Well, it's like
Yeah.
science. The person that discovered this new species or whatever, they name it, or sometimes they name it after
Good
themselves.
knowledge. No, they don't name it after
Isn't it?
themselves. That'd be weird.
Sometimes they do,
Sometimes they
right?
do.
Yeah.
Well, that's a very medical
Yeah.
thing to
I think they
do.
usually name it after other people. I don't know. I mean, maybe it's happened, but
Except for
typically it's named after
diseases.
somebody else. It's kind of weird
Like-
name after yourself.
Penguinus darwinus or something.
Yeah, but I did
Right.
see someone say Jif as in Jiffy peanut butter.
Oh, nice.
Ah,
Oh, I
that's
know what you're
relevant.
thinking, Ryan, is when you name a species, your name gets put at the end. So, for example, if I named a species, Ryanus huskus, it would often be called Ryanus huskus Muhammad Noor or something like that. But it's not
Interesting.
part of the formal name. So, yeah,
Wow.
it gets
nerd.
put as an addendum. That's probably the thing. Anyway, sorry, we're way off.
That's
topic.
cool. No, that's good
Back to
stuff. We got to
Prodigy.
learn. We have to learn at least one thing per day, and now we're good.
Yeah, I'm so excited about Prodigy coming back though. Episode 11 is only a week away or so. Right?
Oh yeah, and I do have to say,
I'm so
Kirk looks
excited.
amazing. Even animated Kirk looks amazing in that.
Yeah, he
presentation.
does.
Oh my gosh! Wow.
But speaking of Murph, I think Aaron is really into Murph here
Gosh.
because all he's tweeting about lately is Murph. So clearly, now this
That's
is
why I have him on first alert. It's so fun.
Gives people what they want. Everybody loves Murph.
Yes.
well.
Yes.
What do people want? They want to know what the is Murph, right? Everybody wants to know that Murph mystery. So Aaron was nice enough to let us all know a couple hints, kind of. And he says, as we near #Star Trek Prodigy's return on October 27th, there have been a lot of rumors swirling around Murph. Allow me to clarify a few, he says, tongue in cheek. Murph's species has been mentioned in a previous Trek series, but not necessarily TOS. Okay, so basically we don't know what series it's from, but mentioned.
Still.
So that means it did not appear. It has just been mentioned.
I mean, I don't know
Theoretically.
that it means it did not appear, right?
That's
Be
how I'm
anything.
reading it.
Could
I'm
be
very
all-
literal.
But I'm loving Faith Howell and Scott Jensen's suggestions as baby changeling.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. theory.
Yeah.
Yeah, but see, we've seen baby changelings in Deep Space Nine, and they were just honey colored, right?
Yeah, but maybe he got some radiation stuff because Odo couldn't swallow a bomb and not explode.
Or maybe this is before. Maybe they look like Murph before they look like that little gold ball too.
Oh,
We don't know.
Aaron has an interesting comment here. Only one person has ever correctly guessed what Murph is in the thousands of guesses I've received.
Ooh.
And I bet you all avoided giving that answer a like. They're like, I'd better not touch that one.
Oh,
Walking
'cause you-
away from that one.
Yeah, exactly.
And so I thought I was being so clever saying Armis. I was like, I wonder if it's a baby Armis. And then I checked the replies and like half the people said Armis. I'm like, oh, I guess I'm not that special. Everybody had the same idea I did. But just to finish up on this to get a couple more hints.
Also, I think it's just so hysterical to say not necessarily TOS, because obviously TOS is the weirdest stuff.
I think it's animated series, because animated series has all the fun little nuggets in there. So the second hint that good Aaron. So
I also want to know who guessed it correctly after the fact.
Same.
Yes. I bet you they've made a record of it. Yeah. So number 2 is a metamorphosis will take place. So we know that this is not Murph's final form.
So this is like my favorite part of the tweet. That just like sets off your imagination. It's so much fun.
So he is a baby.
But also, will we need a second plushie?
Maybe.
Right, a second plushie. That's true.
Yes.
And then third is we love Murph. That's a little less
That's
of a
given.
hint.
That one's just a fact. We do love Murph.
So Aaron, in the live chat, we're gonna all make guesses. Everybody in the live chat, come up with your best and craziest and wildest guesses. And if one of you guesses right, Aaron has promised that he's not going to say a word, I bet, but but throw him out there.
Cisco coming back in a new form.
What if it was somehow like one of those like gel packs from Voyager that just happened to get lost?
Binaural gel pack.
Like one fell off the ship, and this is what happened to it.
Maybe, okay,
He
well,
does look like those frozen gel packs you put in your cooler a little.
So I would think it might be like a super random kind of thing, like that's been mentioned once in a show, but we've never seen it. Like, for example, on Deep Space Nine, they drink Tarkalian tea.
I knew you were going to say this.
Right?
Yeah.
So they mentioned maybe it's just a Tarkalian. We don't know anything about Tarkalians, but now we'll know where the tea came from. So I think it might be something as obscure as that, where they've just mentioned it once and that's all we know about it.
But maybe Chakotay's in the Delta Quadrant is looking for this lost gel pack.
You're obsessed with Chakotay.
I am.
Or maybe it's something like a tardigrade, since those are fairly indestructible. And
however, tardigrades are real things.
Is it Zephyr or Dot?
I know, but they've been mentioned in other Treks as other Trek species.
Maybe it's a Gormagander.
Ooh.
Because those space whales in the first season of Discovery, maybe he's just a Gormagander. He's just a space whale.
Right. That's what was my second guess.
Yeah. Oh, cool.
Kudos to you, Melissa, for saying fairly indestructible about the tardigrade, because a lot of people overstate how indestructible they are. But I appreciate you putting that qualifier. Good job.
I love.
They always say, oh, tardigrades can survive in space. It's like, yeah, with a mortality rate of like 99.9%. It's not exactly survive in space. It's not quite that bad, but it's pretty close to that bad.
Yeah.
So here are some of the guesses. I think some of you are just making jokes. This is not a joke. This is a serious thing we're trying to figure out, you guys. Looking at you, Chuck A, with your triple that got radiation. Scott Jensen says possibly an adolescent founder. Just Rosie says a Kazinti. That's interesting. What else do we have? Scott Jensen says that person is dead now. I don't know what you guys are talking about anymore. Let's see what other. There were some guesses. S'mores. I don't think that. What did he? I'm missing out on a fun conversation. Let's see. Oh, somebody said a baby Nacine, right?
Yeah, John Lutton said that. He's good at his lore. So I kind of screenshotted that to read more about Nacine's later.
So Rowan in the live chat, Rowan Talmadge says Danebian slime devil. That's something that has been mentioned a couple times. So this would totally fit. However, I will submit that I feel like a few people have said Denebian slime devil. And if a few people have said it that I've seen, then I think it would get disqualified out of the Aaron Waltke's quote, which is one person said it out of thousands.
So this one's interesting.
Mm-mm.
Wayner says Murph is a baby changeling, the same race from Star Trek 6, which I always did want to know more about, like Marta.
Oh, yeah.
Love her.
One who became the duplicate of Kirk to fulfill his dream of kissing himself.
Oh, she was just spectacular.
But we also did see a cousin to the changelings early on in Deep Space Nine, where it was kind of the same color as Murph, and where the gaseous thing was released, and I forgot the name of it, but
yeah,
it was a metamorph as well.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool.
I do really like the guess of Denebian slime devil, though, because I mean, like, when you hear the name Denebian slime devil, it seems to fit what Murph looks like somehow, or like I could see how, you know, it could be a, you know, it could
We have
work.
another clue. We have another clue here.
Mhm.
Aaron Walke
We
says
do.
the memory alpha page for the correct answer is going to get approximately 7 times longer. So that means knowing about Murph is going to like exponentially multiply our knowledge.
I guess that rules out like Vulcan.
Yes,
Stuff like that.
exactly. Not a Borg.
Well, that means
It's not.
if I were to interpret this, I would think that that means there's
Time to
actually
read all of Memory Alpha.
there's actually a decent amount of information on it.
Okay.
Because if one of the main characters of Prodigy is this thing, that's going to be quite a lot. It's going to be more than just 1 line to 7 lines.
That's
It's
true.
probably going to have a full paragraph or two, and on that
That's true.
current page,
It's no
and then go to
footsie.
14.
It's no footsie entry with like 3 sentences.
So all we have to do, you guys, is scour all of the Memory Alpha pages that are
Yeah.
between, say, 2 sentences and 3 or 4 paragraphs. Who's going to do that?
Some of these guesses are so funny. BL, one of the sperm aliens who liked Voyager too much. Okay, then that was such a good one because they were these things like trying to mate with the ship. And then Rob Maher, baby Tin Man, like from TNG. And Picard says Tin Man, Tin Man.
Very interesting guesses.
That's Muhammad. I was just going to say, what's your guess? And I realized we can't ask you. Bummer.
I actually don't know, to be clear. I actually don't know the answer to that. Aaron says Denebian slime devil is very close, but not quite.
Oh.
So if I'm going to read into that, because I'm really tapping into Aaron here, he doesn't mean necessarily that it's like a denobulan slime devil, you know, that it's like really close. I think what he means is it's something that's just been
It
mentioned
could be
once
hauled
or
away
twice.
as denobulan slime devil.
Maybe
That's
it is
good,
just a
Emery.
denobulan. Maybe it's just a baby denobulan.
Oh.
Oh wait, no, it's related to Sluggo, Hoshi's like first pet from like episode 3.
Sluggo Cola.
There's that. She had that little bug.
Yeah, I was just kidding.
Interesting.
I love this discussion.
I know. It's
It's like
making my
it just.
brain go
I love
crazy.
Murph because he just this kind of stuff like really sets off your imagination in such a fun way. Love this.
This is what I'm doing right now.
Okay.
I just Googled Star Trek insults. Let's see if we can get some ideas
Oh.
there. You know, like a topa, you miserable topa. You know, whatever Worf calls people.
I'm trying to think of a really funny one I saw today, like a couple days ago. Continue well, I think.
It's interesting. We were discussing back when season one first launched, whether Murph would leave a trail as he went or not. So in the context of being slimy, he's like a slug where like it's sticky where he was before or
Ah,
You guys, I'm falling
Mark with
into
straw.
I'm falling into the wormhole
That's funny.
now.
Face howl.
I found Ferengi insults.
oh, goodness.
oh,
What? Are
Ferengi
we all
insults. Number
frozen?
1, your mother wears clothes.
Yes. Your
Number
mother
2,
doesn't chew your food.
Your brother is so pathetic. He thought Prophet was a Bajoran god. Okay, I'm moving on.
That's too close.
Yeah.
Oh, you're back.
What happened?
Hello.
Anyway,
Oh, no, can you not see us,
Hello?
Melissa?
we see
Okay.
you, Melissa, and
Yeah.
hear you.
Okay, cool.
You can't.
You were all frozen for a good few seconds.
We
That's
can hear each other.
because-
Sorry.
That's because we live on the Breen planet.
Oh.
Andor.
Actually, the
Doria.
climate is quite cool. Wayun tells us.
Temperate.
Yeah, see, well, Wayun is not the most trustworthy source.
And it might be comfortable for Vortug, but that doesn't mean it's comfortable for the breed.
True.
And Linda Anderegg mentions a baby Horta. That's certainly an idea, certainly a thing. Okay. Well, that was fun.
Okay.
Just for suggestion, maybe
We'll never know. Okay, so by the way, everybody, check this out. Here's
Okay, I
the
finally
thing.
caught up on the live chat. Oh my gosh, it's happy today.
Real quick, just popped onto Twitter and you see Tracy Lee Coco. Go follow her at Real Tracy Coco. She says, I would have absolutely taken care of business. To a tweet here. Look at that. Look at
It
her
does look
looking
like
radical.
rascals. I love that.
Oh, there's a Rom, by the way. Right?
Aw.
Kind of.
Kinda.
Wait, I really
Yes,
like this
That's
guest.
season 1, Rob.
Green out of a cold suit or a refrigerator suit. Interesting.
Yeah.
I just don't know if they have such a heart of gold.
Maybe they do. Maybe they had tough times. And Murph
Okay.
didn't have tough times. He's just
Well,
chilling.
Okay, I
He
think
was
I've
on
run
that
out of guesses.
planet with everyone else. So that was pretty tough, right?
Mm-hmm. So let's see what's next here.
Yeah, let's move on to other news.
Yeah, okay. So here's something that's interesting.
One quick thing,
Yes.
Aaron just said you will find out what Murph is very quickly upon Prodigy's return. So be sure to tune in October
Oh.
27th on Paramount
Oh,
Plus.
you know we're
so we
tuning
don't
in.
have to wait any longer. We're just 9 more days.
Mhm.
Woohoo!
Thanks, Aaron.
Yeah.
Wait, no, so be sure to tune up. Well,
And how cute is it that Rock Talk and her real life dad on Lower Decks are going to be are in Star Trek within a
So
week, at
cute.
least a week or two, if not even closer. It's just adorable. Way to win Star Trek.
Interesting, because there's multiple dad-daughter combos. We also have John Briones and Issa Briones too.
Andy Robinson
Yeah.
and his daughter.
And
the
then
visitor.
LeVar Burton and Mika Burton.
Yes.
So,
William
and
Shatner and his
Patrick
daughter.
Stewart and Daniel Stewart.
Yes.
is-
yeah,
Yes.
lots of parent-kid
Love it
combos.
so much.
It's really
So
cool.
cute.
Mhm. Mhm. Did you mention you did mention Rock Talk, right?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I started.
Right. Yeah.
Is it
I
Riley,
was
I
reading
think?
something.
Yeah.
Yeah, Riley.
So good.
Okay. So, what was the next thing we were pulling up? What's the next item up for bid, everybody? So this is from our friends over at trekmovie.com. And it reads plot details of abandoned Star Trek IV project with Chris Hemsworth revealed by the writers. Okay. It goes a little something like this. Before Paramount's most recent attempt at a follow-up to Star Trek Beyond, there was a Star Trek IV project being developed. Okay, so this is before this most recent one. Okay, this is the one we kind of already knew about, right?
Yeah.
Where there was the time
there's
travel one.
Oh, I think later on they had said a quote that I don't think I had heard that was Indiana Jones or something in space.
They had the elaboration here was basically how they were connected, because we knew there was
Right.
something with Hemsworth, who's the dad, obviously, and Chris Pine, but how they were connecting was kind of elaborated.
Right.
So here's the quote from Patrick McKay here. The conceit was that through a cosmic quirk in the Star Trek world, Pine and Hemsworth characters were the same age. It was going to be a grandfather-son space adventure. Think Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade in space. We were really thrilled about it. We had an original villain and a really cool 2001 A Space Odyssey-esque sci-fi idea at the core. We worked on it for 2.5 years with Lindsay Weber, our non-writing executive producer on Rings of Power, and an amazing director, S.J. Clarkson. The movie eventually fell apart, and it really was a heartbreak for us. It's part of what led us here because it got us thinking, gosh, with a big IP title, big movie stars, and a story that we all felt had the chance to be terrific, it couldn't come together. We felt the winds were shifting against big movies, which is part of what made us start taking TV seriously. That led us to Rings of Power, but we would have loved to make that movie. I want to spoil a piece of it that's exciting, how they end up together. Can we do that, JD? JD says, sure. Sure, why not? There's an episode of Star Trek The Next Generation called Relics, where they find Scotty, who's been trapped in a transporter for a couple of decades, and they're able to have a cool adventure with him. Our conceit was, what if before the Kelvin impacted with that huge mining ship, George Kirk had tried to beam himself over to his wife's shuttle, where his son, Jim Kirk, had just been born? And what if the ship hadn't completely exploded? What if it left some space junk? Think about when you send a text message and you've typed it out, but you haven't quite hit send. On the other side, they see those 3 little dots that someone has typed. It's like the transporter had absorbed his pattern up into the pattern buffer, but hadn't spit him out on the other side. It was actually a saved copy of him that was in the computer.
Almost like
Okay,
Redwood
I was
book in
totally
season 4 of
making fun of
Discovery.
this movie. I'm like, oh, it won't be that good. But then I read that, I'm like, oh, that's beautiful. I would totally love that. Oh.
It's a cool concept. It would have been a tough sell in some respects because they always talk about like, oh my gosh, the pattern's degrading. We have to act fast. And this is of course set like pre-TOS, right? Just in terms of timeline. So it would have been a tough sell, but plot-wise, it would have been really interesting. So I mean, I still would have enjoyed it, but I think people would have been like,
you know how I think it might have.
Chris Helmsworth for VTC4, since he's married to my best friend's best.
He's
friends.
watching right now in the live chat. Hey, Chris Hemsworth, what's up, Thor? You know how I think it would have worked for the audience is because these guys clearly are, they're able to depict things visually, right? When they said, when you're texting, somebody on the other side sees those 3 dots, right? We all pictured that. We could all see that.
Yes.
So I think if they were able to convey that visually, that would have worked. Like if we're seeing like the pattern buffer on the console, and we're seeing it getting caught, and then on the other console or something, we're seeing something starting to show, or whatever it is, to where we make the connection. And then the thing blows up, but then we see on the other side, there's still like that red light flashing or the DNA sequence, something like that. It would lead the audience to make that connection and go, hey, there's something still in there. I see him. He's still alive.
Like interpersonal relationships were built into that idea. Which in the movies, that's sometimes hard. Sorry.
No, my bad. It worked with Relics too, because Scotty was an engineer, so he had to do extra stuff to make that work. But I mean, George Kirk, I mean, he was a command guy, right? So.
Well,
and in the middle of an invasion, while yelling to his wife, like, "I love you so much," I guess typing really fast on the keyboard. Yeah, that was just incredibly moving scene.
The best scene or sequence of all 3 movies. And Captain Rabaul, played by Ferran Tahir, freaking love that dude. I'm like, how are we losing these characters already? I want to see more Captain Rabaul and George Kirk.
I know.
This would have been cool. Yeah. Even though I'm criticizing it, I still think it would have been really cool. But I mean, I just think it would have been a tough sell. Like they would have had to retcon some extra pieces there to make it compelling. Or like you said, Ryan, I mean, some compelling visuals and stuff to go with it.
They kind of did something similar in Horror Man Bashir, where they were beamed off of the runabout just before it blew up. and it got saved in the pattern buffers of the holosuites. So that's kind of the same idea. And I like the story idea. It sounds fun.
Agreed.
Okay. Sorry, I was looking ahead. I was cheating by looking ahead, you guys. I couldn't help myself.
I know. I was like, wow, it's been a slow news week because it was right after New York Comic Con. Then I started looking through the news. I was like, wait a minute. There's even slow news weeks these days in Star Trek are amazing. Like, what a time to be alive.
Let's see what the people in the live chat meant. We've been so raring to go with this stuff. We haven't even had a chance to put up a poll. I wanted to put up a poll.
Somebody wanted a poll about how many polls there would be.
We're slacking on the polls.
Yeah.
I like that.
I thought you might.
All right, talk amongst yourself, because I wanted to do a poll for ACDC, but I'm like, they have more than 4 songs, and we can only do 4.
Save that for Friday.
Possible. Oh, yes, ma'am. I don't think it's even worth doing on Friday. Okay, yeah, talk amongst yourselves. I'm gonna make a poll.
I can read some of the stuff. So Peter C said it wouldn't have worked. Remember Franklin, his pattern degraded 53%.
Yeah, I know. That was so sad. Don't remind me.
Mona Mejas says, I think that would have been fantastic, especially if we'd seen it like Ryan is saying. Rob Mayer says, has anyone read the Corps of Engineers book? Scotty and LaForge running things. There's more books in the series than Voyager and Enterprise novels put together. Wow.
Ooh.
Bob D says, I don't think there's a lot of cash in that idea. That's a funny quote. That's a good quote. Good, well done. Faith Howell said, I say this a lot, but I would watch that in a
Exactly.
heart.
Yeah.
Glenn Iverson, I always thought they should have a sci-fi horror movie combining Star Trek beaming technology and vampires. They could have called it Buffer the Vampire Slayer.
Oh my gosh. With Armin Shimmerman.
Yes.
Armin Shimmerman.
Before
That's
he gets
fun.
eaten.
And Kimber Spore says we need all the polls.
Yeah. And I agree, Faith Howell. Sometimes you need to suspend disbelief because you want it to be true.
Totally. Well said.
Or I don't suspend disbelief. I just assume like I don't understand all the technology.
That's true too.
They probably have it covered. Who am
Good
I
point.
to question?
This is true too. Yeah. And it's a little arrogant of us to know that to think that we have all of the answers to everything in the universe.
Did someone call?
Too.
I like Aaron Waltke's Jurassic Park reference. They could have just filled the missing buffer pattern for George Kirk with frog
what?
DNA.
Ryan, while you're doing that poll,
Jurassic Park reference for anybody who doesn't know.
while you're doing that poll, let me
Good
just pull
knowledge.
this up. I think we should mention that meteorologist Katie Nicolau won an Emmy over the weekend, which was amazing. I know, after being nominated
incredible.
like multiple times before. So what an amazing person to have on this team.
And
In virtual TrekCon.
her win was for her video on tacos versus tornadoes, where she talked about like a tornado warning versus tornado watch, using like the taco ingredients for the watch versus the put together taco for the tornado warning. So kudos to her. Yay.
Yeah.
We love Katie.
Yeah, that was a fun live stream.
Yeah.
I learned so much about regional news too. It was so cool. But amazing. Her acceptance speech was wonderful. Oh my gosh, this poll face is going on for forever.
Well, he already did one and then closed it out and is doing another one.
Oh man.
Yeah.
When hardcore poll mode. There's lots of hooray for Katie's there.
That was
Actually, Chuck
so
Asa just in
amazing.
Section 31 rescued George Kirk.
Oh,
That's already my
gotcha.
headcanon for Trip.
Yeah.
Sure. Maybe Trip would be in it too.
Fun.
Yeah, lots of Kimber Spores. I'm so happy for her. She deserved that win. BL, happy for Katie. Mona, congrats, Katie. Lots of
So
love
awesome.
for our friend and colleague, Katie Nicolau, meteorologist Katie.
So
Make sure to
awesome.
follow her on so many random fandoms in YouTube. I think she has a new show coming out soon too.
So cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. When we see Katie back, let's pretend like we didn't even know. Oh no, wait, she messaged us all, didn't she?
Exactly.
We
Oh,
can't
wait.
pretend
Oh,
we don't
wait.
know.
I watched it and then messaged her before she was even off the stage.
Ooh, that
Oh,
now
that's
that
awesome,
there,
Marie.
I was
Good
like,
job.
that there's a friend.
I was like, what's the line between like fangirl and too much?
You're awesome. It was kind of you to do that. That was
It
awesome.
was so cool. It was so awesome. And her
Cool.
parents were there. It was so much fun to watch. What a moment.
All right.
I was like, I'm
So-
even taking a break from Doctor Who for this.
Oh, and everybody just listening, the poll that we first did, it was a quickie. It was like 30 seconds and we had to move on. The question was, what do you think of the Star Trek 4? See, I did it myself. I should have said 14. I'm in my own head.
You've been brainwashed.
What do you think of the Star Trek 14 transporter time travel idea? 0% of you said confusing. That's a smart crowd or a dishonest crowd. 25% of you said sounds awesome, but also 25% of you said thumbs down, bro. And 50% of you said, hey, I'm down for any Trek.
Oh my
And-
gosh. Okay, sorry. Continue before, and then I'll start gushing.
I like to hear the gushing.
Aaron Welke's comment, I need this so badly. So Kelvinverse crew crash lands on a planet where the culture has been contaminated by an old gangster novel.
That's strangely
cool.
familiar.
Oh my gosh, yes. I need another version of it so bad.
Just want a piece of the action of that.
Yeah, I'll get my heaters out.
Oh, we made it again.
Oh.
Spammer's back.
Always fun.
I see nothing.
Last time they
Look,
told
it's Heroes
us how to
reference.
find last time they told us how to find love in the big city. That was nicer.
That was funny.
That is very thoughtful.
I know they were so lovely.
So the next poll, you guys, is when are you going to watch Prodigy's episode 11? That is the one that drops October 27th. I put that in air quotes because those of us on the Pacific side
I see.
of the continent, we can watch it just a handful of minutes before October 27th, sometime around the 11:15 hour.
The Hawaiians are all like,
Yeah.
yes, we got it 26.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Hawaii's doing
I
good.
just need to do one more Faith Howell movie, like one more movie talk comment. So Faith Howell says Trip is the Section 31 operative who rescued George Kirk. Get them both back at the same time. Oh my gosh. Yeah,
Sure.
mic drop. Yeah. And then they go to the gangster planet.
Wow.
We got an extra play.
And if travelers exist, anything is possible.
True.
You guys, I think we're not giving Aaron Waltke enough credit here. I think he gave us a hint.
Oh.
I think that Murph is a Fizbin that the
Oh.
card game was named after. You know, like we play Go Fish
Actually, that is really funny.
because it's named after a fish that we have on it. What if there's a Fizbin out there?
Hmm.
He's Landrew.
Oh my gosh. Yes, Aaron Wilkie. Retcon Trip's death in Prodigy as a treat. Ultimate treat. Oh my gosh.
Oh, yes, please do. That'd be amazing.
Yes.
We all need it for our
We
own
do all
need
mental
it.
health.
We do.
Bring back Connor Trenier. We love him.
Woohoo. Yeah.
Glenn Iverson says, oh yeah, I love the shit out of Connor Trenier. He's such a nice fellow and so damn
is.
charming. Glenn Iverson says, I heard the Star Trek Continues crew wanted to do a sequel to A Piece of the Action, but it never came to fruition. That would be great. And that crew would have done it very well. They really knew how to write Star Trek. Like they really would capture the tone and the feel of 60s Star Trek.
I remember somebody here on the screen was once in an episode of that.
That's weird because I was not. I was in
wasn't you?
2.
Oh,
Oh.
So, you know, I was in 2 episodes of Star Trek Continues. That's right.
oh,
Yeah, good knowledge though. That was fun. So Aaron
This
says
live
maybe
chat
I'll
tonight is so
retcon.
fun.
Maybe I'll retcon Trip's death in Prodigy as a treat. Somebody's got to do it,
Yes.
Aaron. The
Yeah.
fans
Faith
have been
Howell says that's
screaming
the
and
hero
yelling
we
about
deserve.
it.
Ravenous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what Murphy is.
Oh my gosh. He's
But you've got to
genetically
talk
mutated
with
catfish.
Aaron, you've got to talk with Mike McMahon because we've been bugging the hell out of him too. So, somebody, I don't know if he's already working on it or no, or he's probably just nodding politely and being like, get me out of here.
At one of your showrunners meetings, which
Pizza party.
I'm obsessed by.
So the poll question was, when are you going to watch Prodigy's episode 11? 11% of you said, as soon as I can on the weekend. 21% of you said Thursday evening, probably like after work. Some people have lives. 28% of you said Thursday morning. I'm coming into work late. Screw them.
Or watch it at work.
And 41% of you said Wednesday night. I'm staying up.
I can't wait
That's
another
amazing.
second. Like, of course.
Yeah, some of them stay up. Like TJ Jackson Bay out in Missouri. That dude stays up till 2 a.m. watching this stuff.
Gotta.
He's a trooper.
And I need to let it sink in, maybe watch it one more time. So I'm ready for the live chat for Seventh Rules coverage on Thursday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern.
2 things to watch that day because it'll still be the Lower Deck season finale too.
Yep, I know.
Yeah.
That's going to be quite a day.
Mhm. Which, I mean, honestly, is like same length of time as one Discovery episode, so it's doable.
Speaking of
Okay, yeah.
Discovery, let's talk about that for a moment. But before we do that, everybody, it is time for a commercial break. Just kidding, we don't have those.
No, sponsoring us yet.
Or you're doing for Introverted Republic or something, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. Go check out the introvertedrepublic.com and then go click on the sector part of that says Walking Art Made by Melissa and buy her
Yes.
wares.
Oh, yeah.
By
so-
Melissa.
There's
And
a
now
few
back to our regularly scheduled
drop-down
program.
collections that you can choose from.
Well, I thought this was what I remember, but I couldn't. Now Aaron Wilkie confirmed it. So Michael Pillar had pitched a sequel to a piece of the action for Deep Space Nine. Which I was like, I thought I had read that maybe in the oral history of Star Trek, like Mark Altman's books. Yeah.
I wonder if
So
it's like the
cool.
Lower Decks one with Landrew, where they went back to.
Hilarious.
Peter C says, Ryan T. Husk, do you know the odds of getting a Royal Fizbin? Perhaps it was called a Schrock because one card was up and it was on a Monday. Man, just
Yeah,
reading that broke
But
my
it's
brain.
but it's Tuesday.
Yeah.
That-
Yeah. It's
that has
Wednesday in
special stuff
Japan
too. Yeah.
and Europe and all of Asia and Africa and parts of Antarctica. Which parts? Who cares? Also, hello to Matt Boardman. Welcome to the show. We love
hi,
Matt.
Boardman.
Yay!
All right. Muhammad's given us the move on to Discovery look right now.
Discovery.
He's like, I heard you say it, bro. You gotta pull through. Okay. So let's pull this up. This is also from our good pals over at trekmovie.com. They're getting a lot of love today, but it's because they deserve it.
Cool.
Title is Star Trek Discovery. Showrunner promises shift in tone for season 5 with
Oh.
action, adventure, and fun.
Didn't we cover this with New York Comic Con's coverage last week? Or is
Briefly.
this something else?
We did very
I mean, this
briefly.
is from October
is
18th.
new.
This
Yeah.
is today. So
No,
It
it's from October 12th.
Yeah,
But yeah, we had talked about it a little because it actually came out of the discussion from this stage, which was
Exactly.
amazing.
got it.
Michelle Paradise is so cool.
Oh, I love
my
Michelle.
gosh.
She's
I could
fantastic.
Oh,
listen
you're
to her
right,
talk
yeah.
for forever.
No, you are right. This is from October 12th. And this is by Anthony Pascal. We love Anthony here. Okay, so here's the quote from Michelle Paradise that we can talk about. She says, we do have a bit. Oh, let me pull it up so you guys can read along. So you guys don't have to just, you can watch the show on mute this way. It's pretty nice. Michelle Paradise says, we do have a bit of a tonal shift this season. We try to keep every season feeling fresh and new. Coming into the season, Alex and I talked about shifting the tone a little bit because there was a bit of heaviness in season 3, and particularly in season 4 with the DMA. So this is more of an action adventure sort of season. There's a mystery, there's a quest, and this mysterious power. It is a quest that our heroes are on, and they do have a chance to go on quite a few adventures this season, which will be fun. You guys, this is a Dungeons and Dragons episode.
It will be fun.
Season, yes.
Will it be like the TV show from the 80s?
One can only hope. Okay, so
you want to read that next paragraph? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks. It continues. Wilson Cruz says, I think what's beautiful about this season is that it gives us another opportunity to come together as this team that we've developed. And everybody has to bring their A game in order to solve this mystery. And we get to travel a lot more through the galaxy and go to places we've never seen before. It's exciting. Cruz continues. Every season we have a bit of a shift in tone. And this season even more so. We're on an adventure, truly an adventure. And you really see everybody step up and use their strengths in order to solve a mystery truly. But each of them is also discovering even more of themselves. But what I love most is just this quest that we're on and how we come together as a team to solve it. I swear I say this every season, but I think it's the best season we've ever had.
Well, that all depends on how things go with Tarina and Saru.
Why, whatever do you mean, Anne-Marie?
Oh my gosh, I love them so much.
Oh, that's it.
If they're going to drink more tea together,
Yeah.
We saw that both of them are in the season, so
I know.
there's opportunity.
I was cheering. Oh my gosh, I love those two so much. So cute.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be exciting to see.
I think so.
I like the character development that's been happening over the course of the whole series. Like, look at Stamets now as compared to season 1. Remember at the beginning of season 1, he was just this grump, right? And that's like, now he's like the sweetest guy. He's more like Anthony Rapp in real life. He's like the sweetest guy.
You know what I think? And this is just a guess on my part, because I don't know much about anything in the world. I think Stamets is going to be used more in season 5 and is really going to shine because he always felt like he was part of the core 4 in the first season or 2, right? It was Saru, Tilly, Burnham, and Stamets. And I feel like Stamets kind of dwindled a bit in season 3 and 4. Like they used him a little less because there was the storyline going out,
Book kind of took a center stage.
Right. And, you add more characters and there are different things going on. It's cool. So I think he's going to kind of have like some kind of little resurgence, that's just a guess on my part, but he's such a great, interesting character and an amazing actor. Totally. So I feel like we're going to see a bit more of him. Melissa is frowning. She's like, we better not. He's my least favorite character.
No,
so go ahead and
I was going to say, I liked how they started making him a parent.
Oh, totally.
In the previous seasons. Yeah. But it was nice.
What? That was funny as hell.
That is funny.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Yeah.
There's some requests to see your parents in the live chat.
Let's see. Well, I'm sorry to say, but I don't think they've arrived yet. So sorry, guys. They
probably pulled over to watch this because it's so riveting.
Boy, oh boy. They think I'm doing an office job right now. They think I'm out like in the mail room of some office or
they watch Trek
and groceries. My dad did. He certainly I mean, probably has not in decades, but I do remember as a kid getting one of those little iron-on
I know. I was going to say your
deltas,
mom ironed on deltas on
that
your
little
shirt
thing,
for picture day.
so I could be Spock. You know,
Nice.
I could be baby Spock.
Maybe Spock.
I was like 19. But
That was last week. She's
Baby
bringing in the
Spock,
finished
dude.
project over. Hilarious.
Muhammad, did you work on Discovery season 5? Okay, cool.
I
So
did
we can
not.
ask you, what, as a fan, what would you like to see more of in Discovery season 5? And everybody at home in the live chat, what do you want to see more of in Discovery season 5? I mean, it could be action, it could be more hugs, it could be more of a certain character, more Booker, more new characters, whatever you want. What do you want to see more of?
To pick, well, I mean, plot wise, what I'd love to see is more of the bridge crew development. So more on Detmer, more on Owoshikun, more on those folks. I'd love to see, and we've gotten more of that in this season than we've gotten in previous seasons. I'm sorry, the most recent season than in previous seasons. But I'd love to see more continued development of that. Biasing wise, too, I'd love to see more science too. But I mean, there's already been a lot of science, so I don't feel too bad about that. But yeah,
I don't care because 5's already written. So more science in 6 and calling you back.
that'd be wonderful. I would love that. I'd be honored to do it.
Oh my gosh. So does that, I guess you probably have, it's probably a spoiler if you tell us if you'll be
I don't know anything
reviewing
about season 5 at all.
Yeah, but if you'll be reviewing season 5 on BioTrekkie.
Yeah, but I don't know anything right now, so I know.
No, like just in real time, like.
Oh, I see.
Those
Yeah,
episodes.
actually, it's interesting.
Yeah.
I actually just talked with Jane about that this past weekend. That's funny that you mentioned that. I literally made the point that you just said that, like, in theory, we could do it in real time instead of waiting for the season to be over, because I don't have an NDA since I don't know anything about it. We might. I'm not sure yet.
Ooh,
We at least tossed out the idea. Literally, it's funny. We literally just 2 days ago we're talking about that.
That's cool.
Thanks for asking.
ooh. Well, I'll hope.
What about you, Melissa Longo?
I'm going to echo what Mohammed said and see more character development of the bridge crew, and just more character development overall, and interpersonal relationships, and how each person. Yeah, that's what I'd like to see. More character development and interpersonal relationships, and how different crew members interact with different people.
Mm-hmm.
Different pairings and different, partnerships going on, and that's what I'd like to see.
And we have to say good night to Aaron Wilkie and tell us about your dinner next time. And we can't wait for October 27th or 26th.
Aaron, thanks for playing with us. We really appreciate your time. As soon as Aaron leaves, we're just going to end this live chat. We're going to be like, all right, let's just move on. It's not going to be fun anymore. No, I'm just kidding. But thanks, Aaron, for playing with us. We really appreciate it. I'm really off to make dinner and sear some scallops. Wait, you're really making scallops, Aaron, or are you joking? Because I did say he's going to make scallops and grilled cheese, right?
Is
Right,
Murph a scallop?
Is he real? Is he
say
trolling
that.
me? Is he trolling me, or did I really guess correctly that he's making scallops?
Oh my gosh. Are you guys attached?
And he's already gone. He's like, I just dropped that little bomb and I'm out of here, and they're gonna wonder forever.
Oh my gosh.
Emery, did you already say what you were most excited about for the next season? I can't remember.
No, but I mean, obviously Tarina and Saru, but just all the, like you guys are saying, and they kind of implied it at Comic-Con that there will be more character development. And when they said that, like on the back screen, they were showing pictures of like the actual bridge crew. And I was like, yeah. And then also I saw in the live chat, like John Lutton and a few other people saying more Tilly, which totally, I want to know so much about her time at the Academy and what brings her back.
We got to take a pause real quick because Aaron's on his way out. He says it sounded good. So it was a self-fulfilling prophecy. The fact that I mentioned the scallops, he thought about it. He's like, hey, you know what? I could go for some scallops right about now.
Stay tuned for more dinner tips on TMV.
Oh boy.
Follow us.
Yeah. Anyway, thanks, Aaron. We appreciate your time. That was fun. Good stuff. And what were you saying, Anne Marie? So sorry. Please continue about who you want to
I'm
ship.
just like so amazed that he had scallops in his freezer all ready to go.
I'd be going to get takeout.
Yeah, no, I want scallops. I'm like, well, I am on the ocean. Maybe there are scallops around. Yeah, I'm just really I want to know way more about character development, and then all of the I thought it was really cool Tilly going to teach at the academy. So I really want to know her experiences there and how it's changed her, if she's actually back for good. And then I would like some bonus footage of them all hanging out in Margaritaville, that alley that they showed us at San Diego Comic-Con. That looks like so much fun.
It should be a short trek.
Yes, I love that.
Well, you know, awesome. After Margaritaville, it's a short stumble.
Yeah.
In my flip-flops.
John Lutton says, Anne Marie, no, hair acting.
Okay, so we have this Flip Kiki is one of our drag queen performers that should probably go at Barracuda Bar. And she does, she has this Mary Wiseman hair that she starts flipping until it comes out of the ponytail to flip my hair back and forth. And while running in a Discovery, the Discovery running outfit. But Mary Wiseman started following her on Instagram. So she's kind of Mary Wiseman's official drag queen, basically. It's really cute.
Nice.
And they send each other cute DMs. It's all very adorable.
What are you excited about, Ryan?
Well, I'm excited that One Trek fan, our good buddy Lisa, says, so plant some other ideas in Aaron Ryan. That is an interesting thing. You're right. Next time he comes back on, next time he follows us on a show or comes on a show or something like that, I'm going to start talking about, boy, it'd be crazy as if Jake Sisko appeared in Prodigy. Oh, man. And then his kind of sarcastic, kind of arrogant, not funny friend is there. Doesn't have to have a name, but he's there too. That's a good idea, Lisa. Thank you. Okay. So we have and I'll get to that in just a moment. Muhammad's like, you better not leave me hanging.
Exactly. Wait on that answer, man.
We do have a poll, which is exactly that. What do you want to see? I guess I should have said more of in Discovery Season 5. 4% of you said cool new ships and tech. That was Anne Marie. It's a different kind of ships. Anne Marie.
Oh yeah, that's true.
She's like, oh, ships, that one.
Different kind of tech.
Different kind of tech. Oh.
I don't know what that means. 8% of you said more action. 12% of you said new characters. And 77% of you, the overwhelming majority, said more bridge crew development. Or as my French mom says, development.
Oh, that's cute.
That's cute.
That's what she says.
My other French friend said independence instead of independence.
Oh, wow. That is funny.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah. Those jokes write themselves. So what am I looking forward to in Discovery? Oh, look who's in the live chat right now.
Oh my God.
I was like, oh, can I? What am I looking forward to? Yeah, I do want to see a little bit of development of the relationship between Saru and Tarina. I think that's fun. I think that's interesting, but also because I think the actress that portrays Tarina is really good with her eyes and with her facial expressions.
Kara Rosling, is that right?
Yeah, is that it? She doesn't have to say much. She can just show it and convey it. Really good actress.
And through the lens of a Romulan or Vulcan or whatever.
Yeah, I think I would like the further development of lesser known characters. That's not just bridge crew. After the in the first season, I specifically wanted more bridge crew. We're getting that bit by bit. So I'm pretty happy with that. But I'd like a little bit more of, for example, she's also bridge crew, but what's her name?
Osnolus?
Osnolus would be one. But it's the Osnolus. So we don't actually know the Osnolus's name. They have two Osnoli. Rosalind? I don't know. So we don't
Are
know
they
their
dating?
names.
One.
That would be great. Yeah, the blonde lady played by Sarah Middich now.
Oh, yeah.
Lieutenant
Nilsson.
Nilsson, correct. Yeah,
Yeah.
like the singer. So I'd
Yeah,
love to know
Harry.
more about her. And every once in a while, there's also Dr. Pollard. I want more Dr.
Yeah,
Pollard.
yeah.
I want to
1,000%.
I want her to get like a storyline,
Yeah.
even if it's kind of a
Yeah.
shorter one, like in season 3 of Discovery, the first couple episodes. Detmer got a little bit of a storyline of PTSD. I feel like they didn't really examine it enough, but she got that storyline. It would be great if Dr. Pollard got her own little storyline, even if it's just 1 or 2 episodes worth. Things like that. Or if she was just like part of an away mission. That'd be great. Just more of these,
awesome.
more of everybody else. Because we know Michael Burnham inside and out. We know Saru inside and out, and Tilly and Culber and Stamets. And we even got a lot of Book now. We know these people inside and out. So I want to know what's going on with these other people.
And I just
I
want to
think
see
that
them
was
hanging
Reno.
out. Jet Reno. And I just want to see them hanging around the ship, like seeing how they actually just like, I don't know, like I love
Day
those
to
just
day.
hanging around Data's Day, and
That would be
I
hilarious.
they're my
Day
favorite.
to
Dear
day.
Doctor, I just love that.
Yeah.
I want to see a scene where like Detmer, just cuts to Detmer's at the con, just clipping her toenails, and OO's like,
I don't
why
want to
do
see
you always
that.
do that? And she's like, well, we've been sitting here for 4, and it's just like 15 minutes of like them talking about, and then Saru goes, well, that's a pretty good idea. Maybe I should clip my ganglia remnants, that are flaking off, or like they could just,
Wow.
Someone call the
Just be a-
writer's room and ask if they have a spot.
Or
Yeah,
maybe
right.
just a segment where they're all standing around the dartboard having a good
Yeah, I want stuff like that. Those cool, and they
Tournament.
built those
Darts.
awesome lounge,
Darts.
like
darts.
those really cool lounge sets. So I'm like, yeah, just hang out there
Yeah.
and use them. I really,
Right.
Oh, yeah, the one
I
with
wanna
the
see that.
fireplace.
yeah. How gorgeous is that? Oh
It's
my
very
gosh.
nice. I want to hang out there too. I want to go with them.
Maybe play some tango. I don't
Yeah,
know.
Like
Something.
they should have a
Got a
happy
Scott.
hour. Yeah, call to Scott. Yeah. I love it.
that should be Scott Jensen's other name, Caldecott.
No, is it called a
Um,
Scott? Yeah.
What's the name? What was the name that the game that Tuvok would play with the little sticks?
Oh,
Pick on Neelix.
The sticks.
Oh.
someone's gonna say it before I think of it. Kelto.
Yeah, I don't know.
Calto. Thank you.
Damn, good
Oh my
knowledge.
God, I still got
Very
it.
good. Well done, Amber.
Okay,
Oh, wait.
so let's move forward all the way to the year 2000. Remember that? The future
Oh.
Conan.
That was
Uh,
so annoying.
Hey, Conan is cool, and so is
But
Andy
obviously,
Richter,
like
kinda.
catchy. So
In the year
don't say it. We'll get in my head forever. Yay.
In the year 2000. Someone knows what that is. It's from Conan O'Brien.
Yeah,
Sorry,
I know.
Muhammad.
We all know.
I don't know what that is.
No, I don't think. No, I think only you do. Okay, so here's a fun one. Melissa found this one. This is from our good friends over at StarTrek.com. And it is the 9 underrated spooky Star Trek episodes. Let's get ready
Oh,
for
this is
Hallows
fun.
Eve,
Yeah.
everybody.
Good timing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. What a coincidence. Okay. Star Trek, the original series, the Galileo 7.
Mhm.
Oh, they're not numbered though. I want them to be numbered. It makes it
No.
more fun. It makes it
Yeah.
more like exciting, like you're taking them to the limit.
Sometimes I just want to know what the eyeshadow budget was for TOS. There's so much. And also
That's
what brand
amazing.
they used. Stays in place well.
Yes, Galileo 7 was a great one. They were like, for a lot of it, they were trapped in the
Yes.
shuttle, and those guys were like beating on
It
the
was
outside
so
and shaking
scary.
it. They were trying to figure out what to do, and people getting mad at Spock because he wasn't doing the
I
right
don't like
things.
that episode, but it's scary.
Or the next-
Matt Boardman's got my back. He knows what's up. and he could sing it better than I can. But that was pretty close. It was close-ish. Also, Glenn Iverson said, I worked with someone named Cal State. That's interesting. I've worked and gone to school with some people that had funny names, and when they were said in certain contexts, it sounded like you were saying something very different. My Ho. Okay, My Ho was one of them that I was thinking of in high school. And then when the principal said, will My Ho please come to my office?
God.
And then he repeated it, and then repeated a third time. And of course, we snickered. We giggled because he was adamant about it. He really wanted that to happen. Anyway,
Biel says probably that makeup is now not safe.
Yeah.
Okay, so continuing on.
Yeah.
Number 2 is, let's scroll down and find out. Star Trek The Next Generation,
Oh my God.
Night
Circle.
Terror.
Oh, yeah.
What do they say? Circle. Two circles.
Lights in the dark,
What?
one
Yeah.
moon.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh, this is the stuff of nightmares.
It's the stuff that dreams are made of.
There is
guys
nothing
know
like how awful it
sings
feels when
that
you
song?
can't sleep like for days. Oh,
Melissa, who sings that song? It's the stuff that dreams are made of.
I know that song, and I can't
I
think
know.
of who sings
Heard
Someone
it,
in
I
the
can't
live
remember it.
Someone in the live chat's going to tell us. That's like some person. It's like a name, not like a band name. It's like a person
Right.
name.
here's the other question: how many of these are going to be Brennan Braga episodes?
Oh, good question.
Yeah.
Glenn Iverson's right. Empok Nor was scary sci-fi done right. Yeah, that was a
Yep.
great episode. Holy
Yeah.
Lord, I
Didn't
hope that's one of
Empok
these.
Nor win the Lappy Award for
It
scary?
did.
Yeah.
I think it did.
It
Makes
did.
sense.
And Jonathan West directed it, by the way. Very cool. Who is their DP?
And I won't give a spoiler until the end of this list.
Oh, John Lutton says Carly Simon.
Thank you, John Lutton. Carly Simon.
Someone's the best.
He's like, Carly Simon sings it, and let's keep it that way, dude. All right. Continuing on beyond the night terrors. Star Trek Next Generation Schism.
Wait.
What happened?
That's the name of the schism. That's they're clicking. I couldn't really do it because the table is in the middle. That's the schisms clicking.
Schisms.
That's
interesting.
Yeah, that episode is scary.
I have not seen. I have not watched a Star Trek Next Generation episode in I don't even know how long. So long.
Like years?
It's the best.
Oh yeah, like
Wow.
like decades. Like
They're magical.
Yeah, a decade at least. I mean, maybe I've seen a couple episodes here and there.
Not on the cruise when it was just playing in the background.
You know what I
It's
watched
so
on the
good.
cruise? More original series than anything else, because I was just like, I haven't watched some original series in decades too, like my life.
Yeah.
And so I was like, oh, let's just watch weird, cardboard things being moved around and pretending like they're rocks.
The weird
or
Western
aliens.
set, but all is clearly two-dimensional.
Yeah. Free tooth pulling.
It's next on the
Okay.
list.
Well, you're about to find out. That's a Stan Lee quote. Next is Star Trek Deep Space Nine, The Assignment. Oh, that was when
This is when-
Keiko went nuts.
Gets
Oh,
possessed
yeah.
by
And
a
she didn't get her
pirate.
chocolate that day. Yeah.
I forgot.
Shoot.
That is scary.
Rosalind finally got to show off some acting chops
Dude,
too,
she
right?
plays the second she flips and you that is like some legit scary serious acting. She was amazing.
Yeah, she killed it. Very good.
Mhm.
And next is Star Trek Voyager, The Haunting of Deck 12.
Dude, I hate
Oh,
this
that's-
episode.
Marie, dig.
Tell us
One of-
why. Tell
I
us
don't know.
why.
It's every
Talk
time
some shit.
I think it maybe like comes up in the rewatch, like amidst really good episodes, and you just expect it to be something bigger, and it isn't. It's like Neelix telling a story, and you're like, I mean, even the worst episodes are good because they're always like some fun moments, but it always is. Every time you get to it in the rewatch, you're like, you expect it to be so much better than it is. It's very weird. And it is creepy also. I don't know. So I guess it does deserve to be on the list, but
That's fair.
yeah.
It's still better than Cat's Paw, which probably is on the
And
list.
you're on mute.
But Cat's Paw is stylish. Like,
Yeah, right.
I'll give it that. Yeah.
Rob Marr says Phantasms is underrated.
Somebody said this in the chat, and I agree with them. I think Cat's Paw is worse than Spock's brain.
Wow. All right. So what's next here? What is next? Boy, there's a lot of tension here. Next
Oh wait,
is
hi Becca. Okay, that's my brother's girlfriend. Sorry.
next is Star Trek Enterprise Regeneration.
Oh, the one with the Borg. Yeah.
Yeah.
That has Bonnie,
Billingsley's
wife.
John's, yeah.
Oh, cool. Didn't know that.
She's one of the scientists on the planet that gets assimilated.
So cool.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
So far, I think everything's been represented except for the animated series. I'll just bet that's next.
And Modern Trek.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I just automatically say, you are right.
Yeah.
Star Trek Lower Decks. Much ado about the Boims.
Boims.
That's an Eric's guy. Okay, well then we got our animated series fixed
That's
with the
adorable.
with the Edosian, right? That's an Edosian. This guy. He's got a little sleeve out of his chest. All right. Next is Star Trek Picard Monsters.
Oh yeah.
Which one was that?
That's when baby Picard has haunting dreams.
Oh, that's right. That's
I
right.
was a
That's
little
right. From
confused.
season 2. Yeah, I was thinking season 1. That's why I was confused. But yeah, season 2.
I'm really bad
Maybe
at season 2 episode names.
Episode 3 or 4 or something. It was kind of towards the beginning.
So when it has Gaius Baltar in it.
Oh,
Yes.
real monsters.
It's
Love
his
that dude.
dad who's a monster.
Yeah.
I agree in the live chat. Someone said the thaw is, Kimber Spore says the thaw was scarier, I'm assuming, than Haunting of Duck 12, which I totally agree.
Yeah, I agree with that too.
Super creepy.
Yeah. There was a few things that I didn't agree with about this list, but then I thought, oh, they did say underrated. So there's
That's true. Good point.
more episodes that don't get mentioned very often.
Good.
And
Good call.
probably because other episodes are scarier, like Empok Nor.
You'll also notice that they picked
Or bad, like
one
Cat's
from
Paw.
each series.
Yeah, that is cute. They did that.
I feel like they're specifically just saying what's the most underrated, scary, or spooky episode from each series,
Right.
or at least one.
Schisms isn't underrated, I don't think.
Yeah, it's like a Greatest Generation favorite.
Right.
I'm sure.
Old
It's
Strange
not
New Worlds was
underwatched.
up next. I think I saw when you were scrolling.
That's the last one, everybody.
Ooh, episode 9, I bet.
Yep. All
Yeah.
those who wander.
Wait, so there wasn't the Discovery one?
Nope. That is the only
Oh.
one that is not. I think it's and Prodigy.
And Prodigy. It's not very scary.
I mean, there's not a lot from Prodigy to choose from. I
Wait,
get
so
that,
maybe
but Discovery's
so
a
Next
lot.
Generation got 2. I was wrong. That's what it is.
Ooh.
That's what, because I was like, wait, 9, and there are 10 shows, and 2 didn't get represented. That means some other show got 2.
Mm-hmm.
Next Generation is always stealing everybody's credit. Dicks. That's why I never watch them. All right. Well, all right. I think that's about it for us, you guys. Let's talk about this
A trivia
week
question?
in Trek. Oh, hell yeah, you are so right.
This one's not too hard, but it's a TOS one now. So going way back.
Ooh,
Oh.
lay it on us.
So everybody knows Captain James T. Kirk, T for Tiberius. However,
really?
In the episode where no man has gone before,
Awesome.
Kirk has a different middle initial shown on a tombstone. What was that middle initial? There's 25 choices. It's not T. I don't have to do multiple choice because it's a letter.
It's funny because we've talked about this a while ago, and I think I know what it is, but I'm not gonna say.
Yeah. I'm not gonna narrow it down because there's only 25 choices. So just let people guess from that.
Okay.
Oh,
so
there's no multiple choice.
Well, there are 25 of them. It's just every letter but T.
That's exactly it. Yeah.
Everybody's
okay, the people
answering the same question.
That's what I thought it was too. So if they're wrong, I'm wrong too.
I thought that's who you're named after.
You wish. Okay, so let's see what's going on this week. Well, yesterday, the Seventh Rule released our full and entire review of Deep Space Nine, Season 7, Episode 15, Bada Bing, Bada Bang, no third part. Feels like there should be a bada boom, you know. Bada Bing, Bada Bang, with very special guest, Mr. Ira Stephen Bear. So that's amazing. Everybody go to the Seventh Rule YouTube channel and check that out. Really cool. Always great seeing him. Melissa is there as well. Usually good seeing her.
Always.
Remember the Seventh Rule. And so that's a really fun one. But Ira was in rare form. He's been a ton of fun. We love having him.
Awesome.
There's that like really magical thing occasionally when a guest will ask for a specific episode and you know it's going to be, I mean, they're always amazing, but that's going to be like the very top. And that was the situation for this one.
Right. And tomorrow at 6 p.m. Pacific, that is 9 p.m. Eastern, I'll just bet.
Yes.
Falling Tower, go over to the Falling Tower YouTube channel and check out our Watch the First review of Paramount Plus's new show called Ghosts. I don't know how new it is.
Oh, it's in
pretty new.
Season 2 just started. And
yeah.
I'm going to say, if you're not watching the show, because we all have Paramount Plus, you're missing out because it's adorable.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
You already have Paramount Plus, you guys. Go check out the first episode of Ghosts and then watch the first and see how we felt about it. We've got a very special guest, and that is actress, Jurassic Jen, Jennifer Durst.
Yeah. And they have really intelligent jokes on that show throughout the entire season. I was laughing out loud.
I literally cried in this week's episode at the end. Sometimes
I haven't watched it yet. I haven't watched it.
Really beautiful moment. It's so well done. What a great.
It is so well done.
Oh wait, did you say you literally cried?
Yeah, it was like a really.
Oh, I thought you said I literally died.
I
literally died, you guys. I am
so
one of them now. I joined the cast, you guys.
Credit to Dr. Anne-Marie for suggesting the show for Watch the First.
Right?
Yeah, it's really, really good.
Now on Thursday on the Seventh Rule YouTube channel, head over there that way. It's at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern time. We will have our review of Lower Decks Season 3, Episode 9. That is the new episode that drops that Thursday. Go check that out, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. Then on Friday, right here on their channel, Virtual Trek Con, that is 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern time, we will be going live with our Star Trek and Chill show that everybody loves. It's also on TV Guide, so check that out. They had a little feature, a little blurb on us on TV Guide, if that still exists.
Cover with
yeah.
You guys post
collector's edition. Yeah.
I got the purple one. So then on Sunday, check this out, everybody. Sunday on the Seventh Rule YouTube channel. Go that way at right around 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 noon Eastern time. And what are you going to see? You are going to see our review of Deep Space Nine, episode 21 of season 7. 21. That means after this one, there are only 4. Deep Space Nine episodes left. It's all over in just a few months, or just a few weeks. A few months, it's long over. 1 month from now, we'll be all done with Deep Space Nine. But until then, 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern time, go check out our review of When It Rains. We will have a very special guest that day. We're going to leave it as a surprise. But check that out. You'll be very glad you did.
So Glenn Iverson said, I thought Ghost is supposed to be fun and funny. I thought it was horror month on WTF. Well,
Job, Glenn.
I didn't say that. I just recommended it and just went with the title.
But it
Yeah,
is
I didn't-
horror.
I don't like the scary
I
I
didn't
pulled
ones.
a
know that it
fast
wasn't
one.
scary.
We love
I
you,
pulled
Glenn.
a fast one.
She tricked us.
Yeah.
But,
Thank you,
We'll never
Anne-Marie.
forgive her.
but it is horror. Just because
Horror.
You
It's
have to
horror
live
to
with
the
these people.
characters. Yeah.
There's death.
Yeah, I got it.
and ghosts.
Yeah.
And then that's it. Then on the following Monday, 6 days from now, on October 24th at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern, Seventh Rule will do our full review, Deep Space Nine, Season 7, Episode 16. That long Latin one that I don't feel like saying. With Section 31, we will have special guest William Sadler. Speaking of death, he plays Death on Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey and the third movie, whatever that was. So check that out. It's a great time. And that's about it. What's the answer, Dr. Muhammad Noor, to our trivia
Answer,
question?
as just about everybody got in the chat, and you guys as well. The answer is the letter R
Mhm.
For Ryan, I bet.
for Ryan.
That I'm sure. Oh boy, I'll just bet.
Could be James Ryan Kirk.
I guess that's about it for us. Melissa Longo, can you tell everybody where they can find you online?
Yeah, on the social media at Melissa Longo, Malissa. And the Introverted Republic, you can find Walking Art made by Melissa there now as well, with 3 drop-down collections when you click on the name Walking Art made by Melissa, and then all of these fun areas.
Lisa, somebody asked in the chat earlier what the URL was for Introverted Republic.
Oh, I put in the what's
Chat?
it called? The website, the link to the website in the chat. I'm not
Okay.
sure if
I don't know if links go through, like if you type a link in there, unless you're host, I don't think it shows up.
Oh,
I
okay.
think those get filtered. But if you just say it, it probably works.
Theintrovertedrepublic.com.
Mhm.
Awesome.
Better than .net, right? Sometimes people have
Yeah.
.net and you're like,
.gov.
oh.
Well,
Uh,
.gov is official.
Speaking of official, what about you, Dr. Muhammad Noor?
I'm on YouTube, or sorry, not YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at Mufnoor, M like Michael, A, F like Frank, N like November, OOR, or on YouTube is Biotrekkie, BIOTREKKIE. Thank you.
Nice. What about you, Anne-Marie, out in Connecticut? People don't pronounce the second C in Connecticut.
Yeah, why is that? I am on Twitter at Anne-Marie Siegel1.
What is War Dog telling us to make it happen? Make what happen?
Oh, is he talking? Oh, you know what? This is a good reminder of if it's not what I'm thinking of.
Oh, hoping that William Sadler makes it to the live chat for this episode. Yeah, he joined us for the live chat in the first
You know how
Sloan
that
episode,
happened?
which was amazing.
We share it to the Facebook group Bill Sadler's Billboard, and then he's one of the admins. So sometimes he'll see like when our live chat starts. So we'll work on that. That was amazing.
Yeah, he's been awesome.
Great
So check that out,
reminder.
everybody.
But
Great guest.
also, War.com always does such a great job of reminding us that to like the video, but also once the live stream is over, if you just refresh the page, then you can leave a comment in the comment section to help the algorithm.
Yeah, please leave us a comment in the comment section below by hitting refresh once this is over. Everybody's like, but I've been commenting for the last 90 minutes. Just one more. Thanks. Okay. And also, everybody, you could find me if you're a masochist. Well, I don't know why you would do that, but you could.
Great
you
follow. Great follow.
Thank you. On Twitter, Ryan TG Husk. That's at Ryan TG Husk, or just on Virtual TrekCon, Falling Tower, and the Seventh Rule on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, wherever. There's other stuff too, but that's plenty. Thanks
And
very much, everybody.
Did we get
Yes.
Mohammed?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Thank you for checking, though. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thanks for playing with us, everybody. Hey, everybody that's been listening in, go tweet Aaron Waltke. That's @GoodAaron, and just say something funny and or nice since he spent his time with us. Let's
Enjoy
go
your
say hello to
scallops.
him.
Love
Yeah.
for Prodigy.
How are your scallops?
Pictures
for
are
Prodigy.
didn't happen. Yeah.
Tell him Aaron Waltke told us that Murph is actually a baby scallop.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
actually what I heard.
Isn't that what?
Definitely heard that.
What's the name of the guy? Shoot, the guy from the Tribble short trek. He said that they tasted like a scallop
Yes,
after you took all the
Neil.
hair off.
Yes, you're right. That's true.
What was his name? It wasn't Neil.
H.
Yeah.
thought it-
Benjamin. H.
No,
John.
it's John Benjamin, but he was saying his friend was saying that it's something like Neil. Maybe it is Neil. He was always like, my friend says. I'm like, yeah, right. Edward Larkin. Yeah.
Edward Larkin. That's it.
Barry Larkin was a baseball player on the Cincinnati Reds back in like the 80s and 90s. Everybody
Aw.
knows.
Good knowledge.
Thanks. I can
Useless
keep going.
knowledge.
Chris Sabo. Oh, okay, nobody cares. Thanks everybody for joining us. We will see you all next time. And go say hi to us online. Go say hi to Aaron online. And
Woohoo.
we will see you next time when you want to see scallop talk from a panel of people that half those people are vegetarian. That's not really grammatically correct English, but you know what I'm saying. Put it on the main viewer. How would I? Yeah, if you want to